with an autograph. So let me introduce everybody quickly. Far left-hand side was a second-round pick out of Wake Forest University. He grew up in Seattle, Washington. He is in the top 10 prospects in the Reds organization, according to Baseball America outfielder Stuart Fairchild. Sitting next to him, you've seen this young man with the big league club the last couple of years, made the opening day roster last year. This guy's really had some big hits for this team when he's had a chance to play the last couple of years, and got on an incredible run for a stretch month and a half last year, Phillip Ervin. Next to him is the French judge, the Soviet judge. Yeah, Simon, what's his name, Cal? Simon Cal, yeah. This is him. I think he'd have been the Rookie of the Year last year in the National League. Had he not hurt his shoulder, had surgery. This guy can really hit. Going to be a good player for the Reds for a long time, Jesse Winker. You know the guy next to him was in the Reds organization, has been forever as a player in the big leagues, in the minor leagues, now helps all of our young catchers try to get better and better, and one day I have no doubt will be a great manager in the major leagues, Mr. Corky Miller. Our front office has been basically revamped here from a baseball operations standpoint, here over the last year and a half, and especially the last number of months. This guy's been with the franchise for 13 years, has done an exceptional job bringing some of the analytics into baseball. He's our assistant general manager, Sam Grossman. Skip one down. You know his family name, but I can tell you, this guy is he's not riding the coattails of his dad. He runs everything that has to do with the Cincinnati Reds on a day-to-day basis. He is our president of the franchise, and all the stuff you see at Great American Ballpark, all the incredible changes to make it more fan-friendly, running our business side of things, is Mr. Phil Castellini. And last but certainly not least, his grandfather played for the Reds, great player, Gus Bell. His dad, we were just talking on the bus a little while ago, David wasn't saying it, but Corky and I were saying it, and Sam was saying it, that his dad should probably be in the Hall of Fame one day. Buddy Bell, great player. This young man grew up in Cincinnati, went to Moeller High School, was on a state championship team there, played the big leagues for over 15 years, and now the new manager of your Cincinnati Reds, David Bell. We want to thank everybody who's with us. And we logged over, what did we say, close to 400 miles today. So the folks from Cincinnati USA Regional Tourism Network, all the staff of the Cincinnati Reds, the incredible job that they have done. Everybody's setting up all these tables and information for you about tickets. They just do an awesome job. And please, a round of applause for all of them here. They work very, very hard. All right, let's open it up. Young man, please, if you're going to ask a question, microphone's right here, right? And state your name and who your question is directed to and what is the question. You're number one tonight. Let her rip. Or are you the host? You're walking around. Well, ask a question anyway. Just pumped you up. Come on.
My question will be, who will have the first question?
All right, who has that? Very good. Very good. Who has the first question? Come on. Somebody's got to raise your hands or we're just going to get out of here. Yes, sir. Right behind you.
My question would be to either David or Sam. Have we talked to our center fielder yet?
Yeah, we love the group of outfielders we have. You know, we got Jesse and Phil, Scott Schebler, Yasiel Puig. We're going to see Nick Senzel out there a little bit. So one of those guys we definitely think, or a combination, is going to be able to pull it off for us.
I've got a picture here, and just wanted to know from Corky, what's the best piece of advice you can give to a young ball player?
I suggest just having fun and keep doing it. It's tough to catch all the time. For me, how old are you? 10? You know, at 10 years old, you can play other positions as well. You can be mainly a catcher, but play everywhere and have fun when you get behind the plate, and don't, you know, look forward to being behind the plate, no matter if you get hit in the arm or you get hit in the leg or you take a foul ball off the face. Those get funner when you get older.
My question was for Tom. I just want to know what your dad's favorite year for broadcasting the Reds was.
I'm sorry, where are you? Raise your hand so I can see it. What was your question, young man? Forgive me.
What was your dad's favorite year broadcasting for the Reds?
You know, the one team he seems to talk about a lot, I mean, obviously there have been a lot of great teams of the Big Red Machine, and he was very close personal friends and is to this day with both Joe Morgan, especially Joe Morgan, and Pete Rose. But the one team that I think he found to just be so much fun was the team in 1999 that went to the one-game playoff and lost to the New York Mets that year in Cincinnati, got shut out by Al Leiter. That was just one of those teams that nobody saw it coming, and they had some big personalities, they had some strong personalities on that team, and guys that were really tough and leaders and really cared about winning and playing hard and playing well. So I'm guessing on this, I don't want to speak for him, but it seems like he always kind of comes back around to that team, which is ironic because he's called 3 World Series championship teams, and this team officially never really even got in the playoffs. Anybody else, please raise your hand. You got a question? Come here, big boy. Come here. Come here. Come on up. Come on. Come on up here. You're allowed to come up. The only guy that might bite is Winker. Don't worry about it. Come here. Get your hands out of your pockets. Come here. Come here. How you doing? You okay? What's your name? What is it? Thomas, good name. You must be a smart guy. Okay. Who's your question for? In the eye. As a matter of fact, why don't you let's walk up to him. Who are you asking a question to? Anybody in particular? They always pick Corky. Come on. We had a woman came up the other day, are any of these guys single? Corky's not single, but she walked over to him, wanted to talk to him. Introduce yourself, shake his hand, tell him your name. What's your question, Thomas?
He asked how old do you have to be to play baseball. How old are you? You're 6, you could have played 5 years ago. You can play anytime you want. That's the greatest thing about baseball is if you can pick something up and throw it, you're playing baseball. And as long as you're having fun, you continue to play baseball. That's how we're doing it. That's how I played for 17 years, is having fun every day playing baseball with your friends. And luckily, I've had a lot of friends because I've been on a lot of different teams.
Thomas, give everybody a high five over here. Come on, give them all a high five. Oh boy, very nice. Give me a high five. You were awesome today, man. Way to go. Big round of applause for Thomas. He's a man. You want to stand here? Hey, come here. You want to stand here? You sure? You're like my wife. She doesn't want to be around me either. All right, beat it. All right, nice job, Thomas. Well done. Well done. Who's Thomas's dad? You his dad? That's a good boy. You ought to be very proud. You've done a good job, you and Mom. All right. Anybody else? I won't humiliate you like I will a 6-year-old. Don't worry about it. Yes, sir. Just say the question. I'll repeat it.
David Bell, is he going to be one of the analytics managers who uses the opener?
David, are you going to be more of the analytics style manager that we've seen in baseball here in recent years, especially, I guess, Gabe Kapler might be the first guy that sort of comes to mind?
You know, that's something that we'll consider. The great thing about baseball today is there's no rules, right? The only rule is you take in all the information and you use your personnel to the best of your ability. There's no rules saying you can or can't do anything. The only rule is you do everything you can to try to win a game. So we have a lot of great coaches. We have a lot of players that are athletes that can do a lot of different things and be put in multiple situations and positions. We have a strong analytics team in front office. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't take all that information into consideration and try to make the best decision possible. So it's definitely a possibility. Hasn't been decided yet, but it'll depend really on our personnel and putting them in the best position as we possibly can.
Here in the middle, Tom. This is for David Bell. Are we to expect to see more pinch hitting roles from Lorenzen, or maybe even Prime in the outfield this season?
Michael Lorenzen, yeah, you know, he's great. He's preparing himself for anything. I mean, the guy wants to play. He wants to be out there as much as possible. You know, one downside of being a pitcher or a starting pitcher, you only get to play every 5 days. You know, and Mike wants to be out there more than that. He wants to contribute to the team. He knows he can do it. He's a great athlete. He works hard. I don't want to put any limits on Mike. You know, I do believe he will help us at the plate, in the field, and certainly as a pitcher, with that being the priority. But what a great asset to have for me as a manager and for us to have as an organization. He just really wants to contribute to us as a winning team, and it's a great example.
Yes, I have a question for Mr. Pasquini. I know that 150 is a big year, and
can you speak up a little bit?
I know that this year, the 150th anniversary is going to be a very big year, and I know that you have a lot of things already planned, but I wanted you to tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so, you know, how do you celebrate 150 years of history, right? You don't do it in one day or 1 week or even a month. So we're really going to be doing things all year long so that whenever fans from, you know, the outer reaches of Reds country get a chance to come up to Cincinnati, we want you to feel part of that anniversary. So we are doing a significant renovation of the Hall of Fame and Museum is one of the big things that we're doing. We're doing a couple of community fields where the Palace of the Fans, which is the structure that you see incorporated into the 150th anniversary logo, is going to be done on 2 different fields, Little League fields, just to tie in that history to our community outreach. And then one of the ways we're celebrating the history is through, we're going to have the team wear 15 different uniforms from all facets, all decades of Reds history, and that's going to start on May 4th, which is connected to the first day the 1869 Red Stockings ever played. That was the first game that they played back then, and we happened to be at home that weekend. And then we'll wear one of those uniforms every weekend for the rest of the season. And each one has got its own story to tell, a little piece of Reds history and a lot of the championships and other milestone events that have gone on. And then lastly, you at least have to have one big party, so we're going to do that certainly on July the 5th, which is a Friday. It's an off day. All these guys, all the players will be there at the stadium. It's going to be an open house event, free to all fans, and it'll go on all afternoon into the evening, and plenty of activities for the family and kids. And you know, the idea is to come see Great American Ballpark maybe in a way that you never have. If you like to sit in the upper deck or the bleachers and you've never been to the Diamond Club, that kind of thing, so you'll be able to check it all out. There'll be a lot of entertainment. You'll be able to get on the field, run the bases, and see what it's like, and then we'll end with a big concert and fireworks show at the end. So it's a year-long celebration with one big party in the middle.
And I don't know if any of you had a chance, ma'am. I don't know who asked the question. She walked away, I think. When they did you see the uniforms they had when they unveiled? I mean, it's really going to be cool seeing some of the uniforms the Reds are going to be wearing this year. Yes, sir.
Are we going to go 162-0?
Yeah, we're going to go 162-0. You mark it down.
Sounds good to me. This is for Jesse. I was just wondering, you feel like you're 100% health-wise, and if you need any more rehab or you're ready to go, and you have any goals set for this season?
My shoulder's 100% healthy. It's very exciting. Rehab process went great. It went exactly how everybody involved with it wanted it to go. And goals-wise, I just want to win as many games as we can. I have some goals that I keep close to the vest. I don't like to share my personal things, but I just want to help contribute and win as many games as I can.
Anyone? Bueller? They might know how to cure a sore shoulder.
Talk to Jesse.
You're right. We'll get into that later. All right, anybody else? All right, then we will start the autograph line, and Rob?
We'll go to Nick.
Nick St. Pierre, please. What are we doing? You coming over to you? Which way are we coming?
No, we're going, this row is going
This is like, what is this? You two clowns running this thing.